What makes a leader truly evil? Is it the exercise of power without conscience or the infliction of suffering without remorse? Today we delve into the murky depths of history, exploring the deeds of those leaders whose actions have earned them the dubious honor of being called evil. From the infliction of catastrophic suffering to the exercise of power with a chilling lack of empathy, their stories serve as stark reminders of humanity's darker side. So let us journey back in time and meet these leaders who left a dark stain on the pages of history. Our journey begins in the 15th century with Vlad the Impaler, a ruler known for his extreme cruelty. Vlad ruled Wallachia, a region now part of modern-day Romania, with a bloody iron fist. His infamous cruelty was marked by his favorite method of punishment, impalement. He committed atrocities that were shockingly brutal even for his time, including burning entire villages and torturing thousands. This reign of terror earned him a place in history as one of the most evil leaders. Vlad the Impaler, a name that still echoes with horror and dread. Fast forward to the 20th century, a time marred by the reign of Mao Zedong. Rising to power as the chairman of the Communist Party of China, Mao's leadership was marked by a series of radical campaigns. The Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution, intended to modernize and purify China, instead led to the largest famine in human history and widespread political persecution. Through famine, forced labor, and execution, Mao's policies and political purges resulted in the deaths of over 70 million people. This was a time when the pursuit of ideological purity eclipsed the value of human life. Mao Zedong, a leader whose reign brought death to millions. From the east, we move to the west, to the reign of terror of Stalin. Stalin's rule was a chilling period marked by fear and paranoia. His regime was a masterclass in manipulation, using famine as a tool of control, instigating a climate of dread that kept his subjects in check. Millions suffered under his iron fist, their lives marked by hunger, fear, and a palpable sense of despair. His name became a byword for terror, a symbol of the suffering he inflicted upon his people. Stalin, a name synonymous with terror and suffering. Our journey takes us next to Hitler, a name that needs no introduction. This man, a so-called super-dictator, was responsible for the humiliation and slaughter of 11 million innocent lives. His reign was marked by immense cruelty, driven by a fury that ignited a global conflict, the reverberations of which are still felt today. Hitler's rule was a dark chapter in human history, a period of mass genocide and unfathomable destruction. Hitler, a leader whose name is etched in history as a symbol of evil. We now move to the southeast, to the time of Pol Pot and his reign of genocide. In the mid to late 20th century, Pol Pot, the leader of the Khmer Rouge, orchestrated what many consider one of the most brutal and deadly regimes in modern history. His radical vision led Cambodia down a path of devastation, with over 2 million innocent lives cut short. The nation was turned into a vast killing field where fear, starvation, and death became daily realities. Pol Pot, a leader who turned his country into a killing field. Our final stop is in the recent past with Osama Bin Laden, the man behind international terrorism. Bin Laden's leadership was characterized by a ruthless commitment to a cause that saw no regard for innocent lives. He masterminded some of the most horrifying acts of terrorism of our time, resulting in the loss of countless lives. His manipulation of religion and ideology to justify violence painted a dark picture of leadership, one that was driven by hatred and destruction. Osama bin Laden, a name that changed the world in the course of history. These leaders, each in their own way, have shown us the darkest side of power and leadership. Vlad the Impaler's cruelty, Mao's indifference to human life, Stalin's reign of fear, Hitler's rage-fueled genocide, Pol Pot's ruthless extermination, and bin Laden's fanaticism, all paint a chilling picture of the depths to which humanity can sink. The nature of their evil and the indelible scars they've left on history underscore the catastrophic fallout of unchecked power. History serves as a reminder of the devastating consequences when power falls into the wrong hands. As we remember these leaders, let it be a lesson to us all.